Hey Aries, thank you so much for coming to your June love reading. This should resonate for Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Those of you that are cross-watching, welcome. It can be your situation or your partner's. It kind of just depends. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can check out my website, aaftarot.com. And with that being said, let's just hop into the reading. Okay, all right. So what's the overall energy with love and romance for Aries? What's the overall energy? This is reversed, put that back. It's overall energy for love and romance for Aries right now for June. Okay, Eight of Swords. Some of you may be dealing with a Gemini or somebody that has a Mars in Gemini. What's Aries' person of interest? Or partner? What is their overall energy when it comes to love and romance towards Aries? Three of Swords. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. How does Aries feel about this person romantically? Jesus. Ten of Swords. Aries, what the fuck is going on? Okay, we have Libra here. This is Saturn in Libra. Here's Mercury or Gemini in Mercury. What's the current situation between these two romantically? What's the current situation between these two romantically? Okay, the Hangman, some of you are definitely dealing with a Pisces or an Aquarius, or even you may be like a Pisces Aquarius, or not Pisces Aquarius. You may be like a Pisces Aries cusp or a Aries Taurus cusp for some of you guys. Okay, so what's the best potential outcome for Aries and their person of interest romantically? What's the best potential outcome here for Aries and their person of interest? This can be the one. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to be really honest with you guys because I feel like you guys can take it. Prior to me shuffling up these cards, I always ask like what the overall archetype of your current situation or your current relationship is with your partner or your person of interest, right? And the vow came out. So if you take a look at this, it's kind of interesting because the vow, that's a promise or like that's a commitment, right, to one another. But based on these cards right here, it's like I feel like that has been broken. And it's interesting because I feel like there's definitely been some type of shift in energy, or there's been some type of karmic ties that have recently been formed. And I think that it's very important during this time period that whatever your intentions are, our words and our intentions right now, they have an immense amount of power. And I feel like there's something here with this relationship that's very unseen. Like, I feel like there's already commitments for you guys to be with one another. I know that that sounds crazy, but like soul ties or that type of thing. But I feel like there's a level of complexity here that's continuing to linger because there's a lot of loose ends. And I just feel like it's really important for us to understand like the importance of promises. Okay, that's something that's coming in strongly. And also there is definitely a shift in destiny here. Okay, so I just want to say that out loud. Now, as far as your person of interest is concerned, I feel like for them, obviously there was some type of conversation that happened because obviously everybody's in their head right now. And I feel like there was a level of healing for this person, or even a level of healing for you, Aries, where things have kind of evolved in your situation or your relationship, or you have a better understanding. And I feel like for you guys, like there's a level of unconditional love here and passion and affection and a lot of attraction. So with that being said, let's hop into the spread. Again, Mercury's in retrograde in Cancer, so a lot of emotions are going to be coming up, things that we've repressed, those type of things, people from the past, etc. However, with all this Gemini energy, I feel like it's a lot of being stuck in your head. There's not a lot of balance here. It's a lot of thoughts, and not a lot is being said, I feel like. So overall energy for love and romance for Aries. Okay, Hand of Cards. I think for you, with the Eight of Swords, I think you're thinking about right now whether or not love right now is something that you're willing to risk. I think that for some of you guys, being in love or liking somebody, there's a lot of obstacles that you guys have to transcend or get over. And for whatever reason, there is some type of risk that's at play here. And I think for you, or for the rest of June, you're weighing out the options with whether or not you should take a chance. And I feel like people don't know what you're thinking or how you feel. Why is the Eight of Swords here? Why is this here for the overall energy? With the Page of Swords. Somebody may not be talking to you, or you may not be talking to somebody else. I also feel like too, the Page of Swords is a very analytical card, right? That's somebody who's analyzing everything. That's somebody who's quiet but is watching the room. That's somebody that knows where everything is at any type, at any moment. Tower wanted to come out. I do feel like something was said here to you, Aries, and I do think that it put you in a position of like a WTF moment. What's Aries overly processing here with this Eight of Swords? Why? What are they thinking about? Okay, Four of Wands, that's Venus in Aries right there. I think you're thinking about your foundation and your stability and, where do you go from here, right? It's also a little bit overwhelming because I think right now it's kind of like what's best for me. Why is Aries in their head about the Four of Wands? I even feel like for some of you guys, it's meeting up with this person and having a conversation with them, seeing them physically. Why is this something Aries is worried about? The Chariot. Forward movement, physically seeing somebody, seeing a Cancer. I feel like, here's the thing, I definitely feel like you're going back and forth right now on what you want to invest in that person. Jupiter in Capricorn. We also have Scorpio here. I think for you guys, and some of you are definitely possibly dealing with a Capricorn or a Taurus or a Libra. Those are also possibilities, but I feel like you're having to make a decision with where you want to invest and who you want to work with and who you feel like is your divine partner right now. I think that is a heavy emphasis this month, is really thinking about whether or not you're okay not talking to somebody, thinking about whether you're okay breaking some type of vow or some type of commitment. Now, if it's not something you physically said, it's something you feel. Like for me, breaking a vow is like going against my heart. Like if my heart feels like I want somebody and I love that person, I'm going to want to be with them. Me going against that is me pushing them away and saying, no, I'm good. And then being with somebody else. That is a breaking for me of a vow. It's breaking my heart, right? Breaking something that I feel my heart feels strongly. How would Aries feel about this energy for June? How would Aries feel about this energy? Again, healthy choices. I think you guys are in a place where you're doing what's best for you. It's making a healthy choice in love and life, having a level of self-care, and I feel like being happier. I do feel like there is something here that either your partner has said or you've said where it's put things on hold, or there's something here where it just feels like it's not enough. And for you, it's determining whether or not you want to continue being in limbo, I feel like, with this person, or if you just want to cut things off and break it off and move on and be single and just really live in the moment and start to date. Okay. So your partner's energy is the Three of Swords. Why is this Aries person of interest? Why is this their energy? With separation, I do feel like there was a breakup. Okay. Your person is very sad right now. They miss you a lot. They're thinking about you a lot. They're thinking a lot. They're really unsure of the future. They also feel like there was a level of sabotage here, because things just kept being the same way. And I think that things changed very suddenly. And I feel like this person was kind of just taken off guard. Like they may have said something to you, Aries, and you popped off really quick. Like, okay, that's cool. Like, I'm not tripping. Like, I don't have time to waste with somebody. So if you don't know what you want, that's fine, because I can't do this shit. Like, I don't think your partner was expecting that. What's caused this Three of Swords? Oh, and just so you know, The Three of Swords, that's Saturn and Libra, right? So this person is learning a very tough lesson. And it's a lesson on when you're scared. Like, I feel like your person was scared to move forward with you for whatever the reasoning was, right? I feel like they're very scared and timid of moving forward with you. And I feel like that had to do with fear. And I think that this person went back and forth so much that it became painful because they didn't know what to do or they didn't know what to decide. And now it's like this person has avoided this relationship for so long. Now it's like it's hurting themselves. Look, Ace of Wands. Why are they upset? Because of the Ace of Wands. Because where's the new start? Or maybe, Aries, you did have a new start with somebody else. Why? Again, Saturn, look. Walking away from the Ace of Wands. I think that you left that shit behind. I do. Eight of Cups. That's Pisces. And I just... What is that? Is that Saturn in Pisces? Mars in Pisces? No. I think that's Saturn in Pisces. Yeah. Okay. And this really has to do with, one, leaving something behind that you really do love and care about. And I feel like for them, it's like leaving a piece of them behind. Like, I genuinely feel like your person is heartbroken here. I feel like somebody's trying to be strong. I feel like you're trying to be strong, Aries, in the situation. But I also feel like they are too. I feel like there's a level of self-destruction here. Who is this Eight of Cups? Is it Aries or is it their person? Who's this Eight of Cups? Is it Aries or is it their partner? Let me ask one more time. Or how does Aries feel about this Eight of Cups? How does Aries feel about, okay, the Star? I think for you, it's like you had to walk away and do what was best for you. The Star to me is a very single card. It's also very shocking or very surprising. What do you want me to tell them about this person's energy? What do you want me to tell them about this person's energy? The World. Okay, again, this person is learning a very, very, very tough lesson. Person could be an Aquarius, a Scorpio, a Leo, a Taurus, or another Capricorn. However, I feel very strongly that there is a lesson here. What is the lesson pertaining to? What lesson did Aries, person of interest, what lesson did they recently just learn? When you move too slow, shit doesn't go well. What lesson did they learn? What lesson did Aries person learn? What lesson did Aries, person of interest, learn? Queen of Pentacles, your worth. The Knight of Wands. Why? Because of the Empress. Okay, how would Aries feel about this? Here's my thing too. I think Aries, something happened where there probably was a third party situation. And I think that you knew about it, right? I think that this person thought that they could hide things from you. And I think that you called them out on it. And how you felt about it was like, again, Mercury and Cancer, there was just conversations. I think something came up. Probably something came to a head here. Because you don't like it. Right? Four of Cups. You don't feel like it's enough. That's Moon in Cancer. I feel very strongly in this sense. I feel like for a lot of you guys, and I'm sorry if I'm all over the place. There's a lot of emotions here. And it's a lot of like mental fuckery, I feel like. I feel like this. I feel like your partner, for some of you guys, I feel like there was more than one person here. And I think that you got tired of waiting and you cut it. I feel like for some of you guys, this person not moving or this person not communicating what they're moving, how they're moving, what they're doing. Possibly they were dealing with a Sag or a Gemini. It just doesn't work out. but there was a level of clarity here and a level of truth. I feel like that was expressed pertaining to what their connections are and what they're tied to, whether that's a family, whether that's any addictions or anything like that. All right. How does Aries feel about this person? How does Aries feel about their person of interest? Rings on a key, or keys on a ring. Many options, decisions, unconventional, strung along, one night stand. How does Aries feel about this person? I think that Aries, twin flames, see that this is the issue. The issue is this, Aries. The issue is you know that you and this person belong together. I think that you know that they have your heart. I think you know that they're a soulmate. I think that you believe that you belong with them. I think that you feel like this is somebody that you're supposed to marry. However, the fact that this person can't make a fucking decision to save their life, and the fact that there are multiple people that this person is dealing with, it's hard for you. It's like you're trying to sit over here and say everything is fine, and the entire time you knew what was going on, right? Mercury and Gemini, that's somebody that knows a little bit of everything. That's somebody that like tracks it. You can tell when this person goes quiet, they're with somebody else. You know that, right? It's not necessarily relying on your intuition, but it's just facts, right? I also feel like too, Aries, you've tried to detach or ignore this personal situation because you understand that this person is a weakness for you. It's like this person is your Achilles heel. And I think for you, it's like you had to cut it. Why does Aries feel this 10 of Swords towards this person? With the Tower, because there was a breakup. There was something that was said. What's the energy of this Tower? What's the energy of this Tower? I feel like this person said that they wanted to be single and they wanted to do their own thing. Hold on. What's the overall energy of this Tower, please, Spirit? Two of Swords. Somebody that's going back and forth. I hate that fucking Two of Swords. That's Moon in Libra. That's somebody that needs a partner, right? They need somebody. They like somebody to tag along with them. However, it's like they can't make up their mind to save their life. Perception is key here for some reason. What's caused this Tower moment? That could be you knowing subconsciously what's going on, but then all of a sudden the Tower hit and it's pertaining to the Seven of Cups. I feel like that's understanding that there's multiple options here. I think that something that's been hidden for a period of time with this person has now resurfaced. And what's the overall result of this Tower? What's the overall result of this Tower for Aries? What's the overall result of this Tower for Aries? Overall result. What's the outcome of the Tower for Aries in this person? Overall. Two of Wands. Okay. There's Mars and Aries. I feel like this. I feel like there's still a potential. I think for you, you still feel like you're still... A level of you is optimistic on this potential, okay? I do feel like that. However, I do think somebody feels left out and the other person feels good. I think that somebody's being cut out, and I think that somebody is over here and they're chilling. Like somebody's like, fine, fuck it. You want to do that? Go right ahead. That's Jupiter and Leo. That's being very confident about what you have to offer and walking away. And it's funny because when you leave, they're in this Five of Pentacles type of state. I don't know which one's worse, 10 of Swords or 3 of Swords. I feel like the 3 of Swords is worse than the 10 of Swords, because the 10 of Swords, you guys are almost over it. You guys are at the point where it is what it is. Time to strap my, shoes on, put my heels on, and keep it pushing. Where this person is still feeling left out in the cold. This person is still feeling like, damn, did I make the right decision? This person also feels like, too, in my personal opinion, and it could be you or your partner, but they took too much time to come to a decision with you. They were too slow. They had to pick up the pace. They didn't have a lot of time to fuck this up. Like, it was very clear what I feel like what this person was supposed to do, and they just didn't do it. How does Aries feel about this 6 of Wands? How does Aries feel about this 6 of Wands? Cupid's arrow. Having faith that love is coming. See, I feel like you're the 6 of Wands, Aries, and your partner's the 5 of Pentacles. Watch this. How does your partner feel about the 6 of Wands? Grim Reaper. The relationship is over. No second chances. It's a wrap. So that's why I said I feel like your partner took too long to make some type of decision, Aries, where I feel like you said something to them, then they responded and you're like, cool, all right, well, I'm glad that you're done wasting my fucking time. Like, I've had it. It's a very interesting, feisty type of energy though. However, I feel like for you, after that initial shock, after that initial pain, that hurt, you already knew that shit though. Especially with the Ten of Swords, you're in a place where it's like, cool, I'm going to keep it pushing. I know I look good. I know I have a lot to offer, so I'm going to be over here stunting. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not dealing with this shit. So I feel like you're in a very good position. However, your back is towards them and they're still looking at you. But I still do feel like you sense that there is some type of potential here for you and this person to work out, but it's on their end. I feel like you're like, yo, that's on you. You figure it out. Why is the situation, or what's the overall situation with love and romance for these two romantically? Addiction, codependent, obsession with living in the moment, and sunglasses. Okay, I feel like sunglasses makes more sense. I feel like this, I feel like you guys are not talking. I think that you guys are probably out talking with your friends, going out if you can. But I feel like the situation between you and this person is kind of at a standstill. Something has to be sacrificed here in order for things to progress forward. Somebody has to come out of this enlightened, right? I do feel like with the sunglasses here, watching, looking, stalking, this person is watching you like a hawk. This person is watching your moves. This person is picking up on you emotionally, mentally. Can you give me information here on why the situation is stuck? Because of Temperance. There's something here where there is a transformation that's necessary. Temperance, death, the world, the Tower. There is huge transformation, the Grim Reaper. There's something here that has to change with this relationship. It's almost like it has to be stripped of all of its impurities and then put back together, right? What happens with Temperance? The Ten of Pentacles. Okay, there's Virgo's ass. That's Venus in, or no, that's Mercury in Virgo. I think this time period where you and them may not be talking, okay? And remember, we're in a retrograde, so shit's fucked up, okay? Just keep that in mind. And we have multiple planets in retrograde. But I do feel like this person, or you guys are both being given time to figure out what you want when it comes to love. I think that you both don't like when things are out of order. I think that you're trying to do the right thing. I think that they're trying to do the right thing. However, I think that they're unable to think outside of a box right now. And I think it can be difficult to communicate with this person, especially if they're a Gemini or a Sag. One more card here for the overall situation. It's also too waiting for this Ten of Pentacles for some of you guys to stop, right? Because how does Aries feel about this Ten of Pentacles? Knight of Swords. There's Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. How does Aries feel about this Ten of Pentacles? Okay, Page of Wands reversed. I think you just found out about that other situation, about why this can't continue, right? And it's because of this. It's understanding that there is a hang up here, and it can be somebody being married. It can be somebody having a family. It can be that there's work that's an issue, or distance, right? That can definitely be it. One more card here for what you want me to tell them. Six of Cups. There's Scorpio, kids. How would Aries feel about this? Queen of Swords reverse. One more time. How would Aries feel about this? How would Aries feel about this? Woo. Ten of Swords. I also feel like there's something like a past situation that's coming up, or it can be too the fact that somebody got somebody pregnant. And for you, it's like there's no moving forward with this. It's like it's done. Also, too, I feel like for some of you guys, your partner may be stuck on a Sag, because Sagittarius is in here heavy. Where maybe they're getting in a commitment with somebody else, and you guys didn't see that coming because you feel the Ten of Swords. It's like, that's a shock to you. It's odd though, Aries, because I feel like your partner doesn't really want to move forward with who they're moving forward with, but they're doing it for some weird reason. Now, as shitty as June is, right? On a positive note, it's the 19th, so June is almost over. You have This Is the One. So in all this fuckery, there is something positive coming from it. I'm really curious how your partner feels about you, because there is an extended. So what are they thinking about? What is their perception of your relationship? What do they want from you romantically? What is their current situation with love and romance, which will be good, especially in this situation. Also, actions, advice, and outcome. So there'll be a link in the comment section below. Those of you that this has brought enough clarity, I appreciate you. I love you guys. I think that June is going to be a tough month, but I'm going to be honest. I think June is going to be tough for everybody. So we just need to get through this damn retrograde. All right. Aries, I love you guys. And those of you that are following me over to Vimeo, let's roll. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.